Hi, I am Joseph. I just want to explain the reason why God did not create evil. Many people have heard or believed that God created everything and that He is omniscient, which means all-knowing. He knows the past, present, and the future of everything. From this, some conclude that He must have known there would be evil and did not prevent it. Others claim that God deliberately created Satan with evil and allowed him to trouble humanity and spread evil everywhere. Still others argue that God gave us free will so that we could choose Him, explaining that love requires choice and that He wanted to see if we would choose Him. Some people read the Old Testament where God dealt with the Israelites, sometimes giving them harsh punishment for their sinful actions, and conclude that He must have created evil. However, the story of Israelites occurred after the world has already fallen. God was addressing a problem that already existed. His actions, judging, correcting, and punishing, were aimed at restoring order, which has no direct connection to the creation story. I am going to show you 4 reasons why God did not create evil. Reason number 1. There is a creator and a destroyer. One person cannot be both at the same time. To create is to bring something into existence. Similar words are to generate, produce, design, make, fabricate, fashion, manufacture, build, construct, erect, do, turn out, bring into being, originate, invent, initiate. The opposite is to dismantle, which is to take into pieces. Similar words are to take apart, to take to pieces, take to bit, pull apart, pull to pieces, deconstruct, disassemble, break up, strip down, knock down, pull down, tear down, demolish, destroy, and build. To create means to bring something into being, as all things are created with a purpose. The opposite of creation is to reverse the action to create, bring it back to nothing, sending it back where it was before it comes into existence. It means causing something to cease to exist. When something is brought into existence, it comes for a purpose. But when that thing leaves existence, that means it has failed to fulfill its purpose. It ceases to exist. It is a waste to keep something that does not have a purpose. God cannot create both good and evil at the same time because He is the creator, while Satan is the destroyer. In the book of Genesis, the Bible tells us that God is the creator and how He created all things. Genesis chapter 1. In the last book, Revelation 9 verse 11, they tell us that Satan is the destroyer, the angel of bottomless pit. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, but in the Greek, Apollyon. Apollyon is a Greek name meaning destroyer. Abaddon is the Hebrew equivalent meaning destruction, or the place of destruction. You cannot create with an objective to destroy. God is the creator and Satan is destroyer. You may ask me if God didn't create Satan. Second reason. To create is to bring something into existence. We have seen similar words like generate, produce, design, make, fabricate, fashion, manufacture, build, construct, and others. All these words describe human activities. We generate, we produce, manufacture, build, invent, but remember, we do not create things with objective to destroy them. I've never seen a person making something weak on the purpose, just so it can fail and cause problems for them. No one builds the house with fragile walls intending for it to collapse and harm their children. We don't manufacture cars just to destroy them once they are complete. Such action will be wasteful, as creating, building, manufacturing require intelligence, time, and resources. Why would anyone waste time making something knowing it will never serve its purpose and will ultimately be destroyed? So why would God create humans just to destroy them? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would God invest his time, energy, and resources into creating imperfect humans only to send them to hell? We all build with a purpose in mind, something designed to be productive, functional, and enduring, not dysfunctional or destined for destruction. Reason number 3. God created all things and they were very good. Human and Satan were very good. The Bible tells us that when God finished creating everything, he declared it to be very good. Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. However, it also reveals that something went wrong later. Genesis chapter 3 and Revelation chapter 12. God made humans in his image, reflecting his appearance, and his own likeness, reflecting his character. This means that because God is perfect, humans were also created perfect as well. But something from outside changed their perfection. Satan entered Eden and deceived humanity into rebelling against God. Let's first talk about humans. God designs humans to mirror his nature. In the book of Humanity, we explored how he gave people a compassionate and kind heart, just like his own, as he breathed his spirit into them. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. The Spirit enabled them to bear the fruit of Spirit. This fruit is love, is joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Since God has no evil in him, this spiritual fruit naturally opposes evil. Therefore, humans were originally created good, as God cannot give both good and evil at the same time. You can watch my videos explaining this book. Click the link in the top right corner or check the video descriptions. Let's also talk about Satan. Satan was also created perfect. Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 12 describes him as a seal of perfection, full of wisdom and beauty. Verse 14 identifies him as a cherubim who covers, which means a high-ranking angel, meaning he had a close relationship with God. Verse 15 confirms that he was created perfect in all his ways until iniquity was found in him and he sinned. His fall came later. At first, he was a righteous angel. The Bible explains that Satan's corruption came from within himself, while humans were led astray by his influence after his rebellion. In the future video, I'll dive deeper into what led Satan's downfall, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. As a conclusion, both Satan and humans were originally created in the perfect state. Satan was made full of wisdom and beauty, while humans were created in God's own image and likeness. Something changed later, but the change did not come from God. So God never created anything evil. Reason number 4. God is the owner. Everything you own is valuable to you. You always want it to look good and be well maintained because it is yours. You wouldn't intentionally cause problems with what you own unless it no longer serves a purpose. I want my family to be healthy and prosperous. I want my car to stay shiny and presentable. I want my company to remain healthy and productive. If I don't have intention to cause problems with what I own, why would we think God will do that to his own people? The Bible tells us that God is light, and there is no darkness in him. God is not the author of confusion but of order. God cannot author both good and evil, because one opposes other. That will be a contradiction. You cannot build and destroy, or bring something into being and immediately kill it. The following verses show us that God did not author evil. The text is taken from the Institute for Creation Research website. The title is, God does not author evil. Let's listen to what they say.
Welcome to the Days of Praise podcast, a daily devotional by the Institute for Creation Research.
God does not author evil. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempts he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. James 1:13-14. One of the often used excuses for rejecting the God of the Bible is if God is omnipotent, as the Bible teaches, and since evil exists in the world, as everyone can see, then God must be the author of evil or incapable of preventing it. Either way, such reasoning insists that kind of God is not worthy of worship. If that logic were accurate, then most of the foundational truths of Scripture should be rejected. The Bible insists that the whole of reality was initially very good, but was quickly marred by Lucifer's lie and Adam's rebellion. The thrice holy God has no pleasure in wickedness, does not tempt any man with evil, and loves righteousness and hates wickedness. God does not cause evil. The archenemy, Satan, is the father of untruth, and was the source of the deception of Eve and the rebellion of Adam that brought sin and death into the creation. The most precise description of the all-consuming character of the Creator God is that God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. There can be no impurity or inconsistency within the nature of the Godhead. The holy separateness of the Creator is such that no thing, no concept, no act, no thought can ever cause a break within the absolute light of our eternal God.